Are you having trouble succeeding? Can you see where you want to be but are having trouble getting there? We focus on helping people to eliminate stress and utilize their strengths so that they are able to achieve the success that they desire.
In this EFT session, we're dealing with emotional eating. So what is it that causes you to overeat? What happens in your life that causes you to overeat? So just think about that for a moment. Anytime you find yourself overeating, what seems to push you that direction? Is it a person? Is it just something that happens in your life? Somewhere you live? Somewhere you work? What seems to trigger that overeating? Now, whatever just popped into your mind by me asking you that question, what triggers your overeating? What makes you emotionally eat? It could be just being alone. Whatever that is, whatever pops to mind, I want you to measure on a scale of 0 to 10 of emotional disturbance related to that issue that causes you to feel emotionally needing to eat more, to get comfort from food. So what is it that happens? 0 to 10, measure that, of emotional disturbance connected to whatever popped to mind. And with that number, begin tapping on the gratitude point while saying it loud after me. Even though I have that number connected to that emotional issue that causes me to eat too much, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have that number connected to that issue that causes me to emotionally eat too much, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have that number connected to that issue that causes me to emotionally eat too much, I deeply and completely accept myself. That number of emotional disturbance. 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 Take a deep breath in and release that now. Okay, so just think about that issue. If other issues came to mind, you can work on them again. Just go back to the beginning of this session and do as many issues as you wish, but just stick with the one that came to mind that we started with. Okay? Because we want to get that one to 0, and then you can work on whatever else. You can pause this, write down some notes, whatever's popped to mind. I need to work on this, I need to work on that. That's okay. But what I want you to do is stay specific on what you have been working on. Okay, having said that, just think about that issue again. What remaining number of emotional disturbance is connected to that issue after doing that round of EFT? And with that number in mind, I want you to begin tapping on the gratitude point while saying it loud after me. Even though I have that remaining number, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have that remaining number, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have that remaining number, I deeply and completely accept myself. That remaining number. 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 Take a deep breath in and release all that now. Now just think about that specific issue again. 0 to 10, what number remains? Now if there's any number remaining and you're not at 0, you can move on to the mopping up section. Because there's a lot of different exercises in that will help eliminate the remaining disturbance, emotional disturbance connected to that issue that causes you to emotionally overeat. And then you can move on to the advanced section, or you can move on to the advanced section first and then do the mopping up section, whatever is right for you. Or you can go right back to the very beginning of this, go through it again and work on like that. So you have lots of different choices to make to eliminate those negative emotions that cause you to overeat.